This deck 7-1'd the Standard Open in Bologna, Italy, and then 2 days ago a very similar list 5-2'd the Standard Challenge, and then yesterday a similar list 5-0'd the Standard League. So I've been keeping my eye on this list and I've been getting ready to play it, and this is probably the spiciest of the three as it runs a Johnny, Caller of the Pride in the sideboard, a mythic rare planeswalker that has perhaps never been played. So I'm excited to see if this guy comes in at all today. At its heart and soul, this is a Azorius Flash / Convokey type deck, right? We got 4 Inspectors, 4 Warden of the Inner Skies, and 4 Sirens. That combined with the Bunnycorn is kind of the core of the deck, right? We want to play out some of these creatures, have them create some tokens, use the tokens either to scry and get value off the Warden or pump up the Bunnycorn for each permanent we control. We also have some Sun Pearl Kirans in here as part of our Flash package. Flash it in, maybe save a Bunnycorn, or flash it in and bounce one of our Siren or Inspector tokens, get a free draw a card. Floodpit Shriner is the other Flash 2-drop. Flash it in, tap something down, maybe remove it. You also have a single copy of No More Lies, so this is looking fairly standard so far. Then we got 2 Evangelists in there, which is kind of, normal for Convoke decks. Try to go wide, pump the board with your Battle Cry effect. 2 Stock-Ups I think is really cool. Gives us a little more mid-range power. 3 Mockingwords can copy. It does get the ETB of anything it copies, so if you copy an Inspector, then it does come in and you do get an extra investigation token. If you copy the Bunnycorn, that's great. Just in there to kind of keep facilitating the Warden of the Inner Sky and Bunnycorn synergies. 2 Enduring Curiosities makes total sense, right? We got lots of little creatures, a lot of them fly, get and draw cards. And then we get to some of the spicy stuff. A single copy of Raise the Past, which is interesting. We don't have any Surveil synergy. We have no Surveil lands, and we don't really have a way to surveil anything into the graveyard other than the map token exploration. So this is a very interesting top deck against someone who is using specifically destroy effects on our creatures, bring them all back. Kind of cute. And a single copy of Elspeth Stormslayer, I guess from a token generation size side. I mean, what do we have? We have like the Inspector tokens and the Spyglass Siren tokens. And that's like kind of it, right? I guess we have an Evangelist bat token as well. So it's an interesting pick. I mean, it's a very good spell in general. Planeswalker will avoid some types of stuff, but it is a little bit of a spicy list with some fun one-ofs. In the sideboard, like I said, we do have a Johnny, Caller of the Pride. The -3 ability can give target creature flying and double strike until end of turn. So I'm looking out for that. Otherwise, we can just +1 every turn. I doubt we'll ever ultimate. We got some smites for aggro. We got some destroy evils, probably mostly for enchantments and Zur and, big overlord type stuff. Some rest in peace for Omniscience Graveyard Hate. With Spell Pierce, we can slot in there. We'll see if that fits in. Another Kutzel's Flanker for more Graveyard Hate. Lorna Third Path for enchantment and artifact hate. Tashana's Tidebender for those activated or triggered abilities. And 2 Will to Leaf Lieges for the Pixie discard stuff. So yeah, we're going to try it live. No cuts or edits. I think we'll just do ranked standard. I am planning to do some standard events. But I'm thinking this deck is more closer to C tier than B tier. And so I'm not so sure I want to run it in an event. But I am looking to do some events because I do like the kind of higher stakes play. We'll see what's going on in the comments today. A lot of people were confused about why I didn't run Temporary Lockdown in some of the Alchemy decks, and the answer is either it's banned or it's on a 2-year rotation. I forget what the issue is, but it actually is not legal in Alchemy to my knowledge. Thomas Abeki asks, are you an actual doctor, or is that just a tag? What curious kind of day job you had? I'm not an actual doctor. It is just a nickname that ended up being my channel name. I am a software engineer by trade, but no doctorate degree, no PhD. We're on the draw in best of 3. We have a ton of 1-drops in the deck. I don't even really hate this coming into the Curiosity, but it is empty for a long time. The mana is so good. I don't know if you're supposed to keep this. I actually like this hand. I still have to get used to the best of 3 no hand smoothing algorithm. Okay, well, we're going to be a bit slow versus that. Ah, a little Jess guy. That is a random 1-drop, which gets us moving towards the Curiosity. I don't know that bouncing the Kirin is so valuable here. I think this might just be an empty Mockingbird. And just try to build towards a Curiosity turn. We can actually copy this, although I don't think we're going to discard. We might as well, right? Cute. Manual tap on red. Torch immediately. It's fine. Okay. Hold open the Kieran or the Flood Drowner. Let's see if they pump the Mako up. Okay, draw discard, sure. I guess we can tap down the Mako. Removing the fear of missing out removes a lot of damage in the future. I mean, we're setting up to just Curiosity on 4 and get in for a bunch of damage. I think we'll just save damage for now. That could be super relevant here. I don't think we want to shuffle away the Drowner. I think we want all of our creatures for the Curiosity turn. Let's just chill. They can attack with fear of missing out. If we're lucky, we get a nice Spell Pierce somewhere. To the face is fine with me. What else we got? That's it. Okay. They can get through Spell Pierce. Too bad. 2-mana open. I think we're just running out the cat here, though. I'm just taking the draw. I think we're trying it. No stick at all. Swing for 2. Draw a card. Okay. And we randomly do have Elspeth here, for what it's worth. Shelter needs to go on a target that can survive towards the tower. Oh, they don't really have anything else in hand, I don't think. Let's see if they tap out to use the map token. Then we can shelter away a block. That's nice. I wonder if their hand is just like Oculus here. Raise the Past, showing up. Okay. Yeah, I think it's just this here. We'll take the fear, even though if they kill the Curiosity, they do get back some good value. Just open up some attacks. Swing in with both. When it drops to 11. Double draws. Fast land. Not fast land. I think we'll just get a fast land down here. They could Spell Pierce our Spell Pierce. Is that worth playing around? Gosh, maybe. Maybe. Looks like they're going to Anchorage again. They really are. That hand is useless, it feels like. I feel like it's all Oculus or Reanimator or something. I think they're really hoping to hit with the map token. I think they're looking to discard an Oculus. Maybe they just have Helping Hand in hand. Win Rate Azorius. Can bend that. Can get the Harmonize later. Yep. Tap land. Okay. Well, I guess we slam Elspeth here. And just plus. I mean, we don't have, we have no tokens to generate. I'm gonna see what we draw here first, I guess. We have 9 damage off the 0 ability. Maybe we'll take the draws first. Down to 4. Draw, draw. Holding a counterspell seems decent, right? I don't think we need to run out Elspeth here. 5 mana. I think we get the tap land down. Hold everything else comfortably. Double counters, try to protect the Curiosity. Unless they pay 3. Let's see, I think that's fine. We can just counter something else. Tap it down. Can tap down the flyer, Elspeth, and then give everyone flying. Another land, okay. Ah, they go for the Helping Hand here. They hard cast an Oculus. Alright. Counter that. We can pay for Spell Pierce. We'll just auto pay. Yeah. Technically, actually, we shouldn't auto pay. Technically, we should Spell Pierce and Drowner and tap the flyer. Okay, so Oculus. Oh gosh, I'm not a best of 3 expert. So, do you Rest in Peace versus Oculus? Flanker seems good. Artifact or enchantment can kill something random, right? I am not actually an expert at sideboarding versus Oculus. Activated or triggered ability. I mean, Raise the Past seems bad, right? I don't think we need that card. Shelter, I think, is decent. I mean, we need a way to answer the Oculus, basically. I don't know if you main deck Rest in Peace versus the Oculus deck. They have other ways to attack. It's a really weird deck. Spell Pierce actually seems quite decent, I think. The reanimation spells are cheap. I think Spell Pierce is decent against them. Probably don't need Smite so much. Toughness 4 or greater. I mean, we do need ways to kill the Oculus, right? I don't think we need a Johnny in this matchup. Question is, who's coming out on the draw? This also does kill the Oculus. I think Shelter's a little bit risky because we don't have a lot of creatures with big toughness. It feels like they can torch a lot of stuff early. I guess unless we get the Bunny Core, maybe it's actually fine. It's actually really good here. Kieran is weird, I think. I don't think we need too many of those. Drown is okay. Drown's probably a little bit worse than the other cards here. Alright, this is kind of a janky sideboard sesh on my side. This is a not best of 3 pro. I'm trying to figure this out. Bunny Core into Shelter seems good. Short Evil can hit a lot of enchantments too. I think this is okay. Let me know in the comments. This is what we're running with. I don't know. Double white with the Inspector and the Warden. This feels like a bad hand, right? It's just not doing anything impactful. And we have no blue. Technically, you can go Inspector on 1, Warden on 2, and immediately Scry, right? On the draw. And try to hit a blue source. I don't think that's it. I mean, at least the mana's better here. Probably a Pain Lane can go, I think. Alright, well, we'll see how this one goes. Start on white. Get the Inspector down first. Let's see, stick for Torch the Tower. We can go Warden, Mockingbird, copy the Inspector. And then immediately get the Warden cooking. I think is what we're doing here. Sure. Warden on white, we have a lot of land. Copy the Inspector. Another one gives us a ton of scries and makes a very large creature versus them. It's kind of weird, but it's a lot of fodder. Plus, we can sack one of the clue tokens next turn. I think if they go Shelter by Ghost and take the Warden, we're kind of sad. It's a good card. On the play. Destroy Evil. I mean, that can hit the Bunnycorn and the... I think no blocks on our side. I think we need the Warden another turn. Okay, we'll see how good this is. Spell Pierce. Are we really going to be able to get under, you know, Helping Hand at this point? It feels like no. Because they just play around that very easily. Maybe Spell Pierce should have come out for that reason. We could tap 3 more. We could also play a land and sack one of these tokens. I think it's fine. Okay. That seems relevant for us. Keep that one on top. Flying and Vigilance, okay. I think that's a huge card on top. Hold the Clue Sack. Try not to die to removal spell this turn. If they run into the Flood Maw. Okay. That's interesting. Maybe the discard hit Delirium here. Sack an artifact, discard a card.
Just a quick pit stop.
Land. Delirium not achieved. Okay.
No breaking till the end.
No attacks, that's fantastic. Alright. Take the Clue token, draw. Get the Shelter. Whew, okay. I mean, we can easily kill Chandra here. I don't even know if we blow a Shelter, except the life gain I think is very important. We almost can ignore this thing. I mean, how good is this card actually? Like, if we just went face here, how bad would that be? Whenever an artifact you control enters, deal 3 damage to any target. I guess we should get rid of it while we can. But I'm almost tempted to just ignore it. Tap the token if we want to use it. We're going to cast Shelter for 2. I think we'll tap the Siren instead. Don't need you. I don't think they're taking out the Warden here. That's a good card. Okay, who are we taking here is the question. We could just take the Chandra and leave it. They scoop. Yeah, they have a tough time dealing with 7/7. They need, like, Into the Flood Maw. Oh, I'm not too sure what else they could do. I guess they could have hit another, They did sideboard in Destroy Evil, right? I guess that would have been a way to deal with it. Okay. I'll take the win. Definitely have a lot to learn about this format. Best of 3 format. But we'll get there. One step at a time, we'll get there. Klaus D4N says, could you make a better version of this deck, being the Teamer top 8 Dragon deck, and give it another shot? I could do it. Teamer's rough. I've told you before, Teamer's rough, dude. It's probably one of the worst color combinations in Standard these days. It's just hard to get past mono red with that particular color combination. I don't think I'll do it soon, but I could do it at one point. Ace of Blades, I'm here for all formats played by you in a serious manner, aka play-ins and tourneys. Thanks. I think we're gonna do some standard events on this channel soon. We'll be on the play. Okay, a very reasonable opening hand. I like this. We've had some sus ones recently. Yeah, I'm trying to think if we should have taken out Spell Pierce for the games 2 and 3. In theory, you can nab something good, but they probably just play around that, right? So if it's Zur and we hold up in Spell Pierce, we're pretty happy about that, right? It's kind of obvious if we do, right? I think it's an okay play, though. Okay, let's hold Spell Pierce this turn, and then Bunny Corn hold Spell Pierce next turn. If we can nab the Beanstalk, we want to. Yeah, no Beanstalk for you. Then the question is, can they find double white? And we're out of counter spells. And they very likely can't, right? It almost certainly would have to be a Survey land. So I think we can just go crazy this turn. Bunny up. Inspector. They have no white yet. And I think to turn on double white, yeah, triple green right now. Triple green, Overlord. 10 damage this turn. Now they turn on everything. They could lock down or sweep. We have no counterspell currently. That is tough. I guess we attack here first. And the question is, what else are we going to do? They go right into Sunfall. What do you wish you had? Flash in the Drowner after combat, hit the land. Play Curiosity, draw a card, I guess, is probably what you want to do here. But if we're going to do the Drowner thing, let's go ahead and get our land now. Cool. Alright, we can run that back, I guess. Okay. Alright. So if they sweep, we flash in the Drowner, we have the 4th land, then we flash the Curiosity in, and get a draw, and hope that's enough to win the game. Yeah, you got it. And the question is, do we take the draw while we have it, or we put on pressure? With 2 mana open for like a Ride's End? I think you take the draw where you got it. I don't think we're quite close enough to lethal to just give that up. Anchorage could be an important win con for us. Stock up is interesting. Stock up could be really nice here if we had an untapped land. We could fish for it before we play the Drowner. That would be interesting. Mockingbird. Probably play that next turn. Yeah, flashing in the cat is good. Stock up into the untapped land. How many lands do we have here? 23 total. Almost all untapped. We could do that. Flash in the Drowner on their turn. Then bring in the Curiosity. Or just flash the Curiosity on end step and then copy it. I think that might be better. We are close to lethal. I feel like we're in a weird place. We have to decide between, are we going for pressure? Are we going for the long game? We probably don't want to play the long game against them too much. Okay, that makes some blockers for us. But we can tap one of them down at least. They could have some smites. They could have some Ride's End in hand, unfortunately. Alright, we begin here. Get lost. Alright. Keep the draw power. Alright. Game goes on for sure. They flip the Hauntwoods. Oh, not yet. Next turn. Okay. Probably Evangelist, flash in the Drowner. Tap down the Hauntwoods. And then what? I don't think we're stocking up just yet. I think we're looking for a way to get through. And I do think we're holding on to the Drowner here. It'd be nice if we had one more land, but we don't yet. That gets them under in cards, so they could draw a card, or we can tap down one thing now. Otherwise, we we don't have an answer to the 6/5. I think it's the gain life too, so now we're seriously into the long game. There is no easy out here. Tapping down the Hauntwoods doesn't matter so much. I don't think the ground blockers matter. I think we need flyers now. I think we deny them the card if we can. Up to 11 is an issue. Now they have 2 big ground blockers. Shelter's interesting. We could take their last flyer and attack. We're taking 10 per turn on the way back, but it's definitely kind of interesting. No stick at all. I think we can stock up, try to hit land. First, we could use 1 more map token. Shelter and, yeah, I don't think the color matters too much here. We're not gonna bat this turn. We could bat this turn instead. We could Mockingbird. No, Mockingbird Copy the Drowner seems like maybe a better pick at some point. I don't think it matters too much. Technically, we could try to draw into Spell Pierce here. How great are you at this stage of the game? I think we're going to Mockingbird Copy the Drowner. Tap down like one of these guys, take it. That's going to be 4 mana. We could also play the Warden. Actually, we could tap a number of different things. Artifacts and or creatures. We'd have 3 creatures to tap. I mean, what do we want more than this? It's probably not actually a whole lot else I'd want that much more, except for like an Elspeth. Maybe we'll leave this. Okay, into the air. Okay. I'm curious how aggressive they get with their attacks. If they sweep, they... more flying blockers, okay. They attack with both, that's interesting. That's interesting. I think no blocks here. So we could shelter 1 flying blocker. We could flip hits another flying blocker. Get in for 4, 1 turn clock. I think that is the path forward. I think it's just what we're working with here. I don't know how we're going to do with the last flying blocker. We'll figure that out at some point. X equals 1. Copy the Drowner. Okay, 4 in the air. And then we just gotta find 1 more answer. That'll land, okay. Holding open No More Lies. Unless they pay 3. I think they'll be able to pay 3 pretty much no matter what. Unless it's Sunfall off the top. I don't think we play around that. I think we just take the Warden while we can. We're planning to give this guy flying next turn, right? We also have the Anchorage. That seems like a good card on top. Can deal with the last flying blocker. Alright. Can you A, sweep, or B, make more flying blockers? Or C, attack for 12. The question is, do you have the sweeper? I mean, I guess we want to leave the Evangelist in case they have a Day of Judgment. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, you let this go. They have Day of Judgment. It's coming through no matter what. Drop to 9. They do. It sucks. We get a flying attacker here. And we have the Anchorage. So we're just short of lethal, right? By 1 point of damage. They don't got it either. Okay. Can't find lethal yet. Have it get lost or something here. Sure. No more lies. Does counter that. I think it's worth it. They hit us for 6. They make 2 flying attackers, though. Oh, the flying attack, the flying blockers. That's actually an issue. I think we have to tap down the Mistmores, right? Oh, wait, we can tap this. Wait, this can be one of our spells to tap, actually. That's it. That's it. Okay. That means we don't get to attack this turn, but we can still flip its Drowner. I think that's got to be what we do here. Alright. Attack for 1. Drop them to 3. Hold the Drowner before combat. Draw a card. Sure. Alright, hold on. We're close. One more turn. We are trying. 2 attackers, no flying blockers for you. Flash this in, tap you down, no attack trigger. More flying blockers, you bastard. You bastard, you. Elspeth. Okay. We don't have enough mana yet. Elspeth minus? We're 1 land short here, right? We could power up the anchorage. No, we couldn't win either way. Elspeth minus, I guess, is what's happening here. And then we have to throw away the Flood Pit's Drowner too, I think. Now they get to kill the Elspeth. They'd have to attack with both, though. I think we do have to... We don't have to. Jesus. I'm not sure if we get rid of the Drowner or not. What if we need something to copy? They'll flip the Mistmores. They'll attack with both, I think. Which means they'll have no flying blockers back. They'll just have the single Mistmores back. If we can find a way to tap it, plus we'll have the anchorage. I think we leave him with the Mistmores here and keep our attacker. As suspect as that is. If we attack with the Drowner, do they trade? They have no way to get rid of Elspeth. I don't know if we, we still have the anchorage left, is what I'm thinking. I think we leave him with the Mistmores here. This is a weird attack. It could be incorrect. But if they attack down Elspeth, we can block or not block. And we have the anchorage plus the 1/1. So they can't really attack Elspeth here, I don't think. Unless they top deck another removal spell, but I think we have to hope they don't. It's a land. Okay, so now they can't attack Elspeth, otherwise we just win. Alright, and they don't. Alright, and now we need to find a way through to lethal. It's a land. So we can anchorage in 0 and attack. They're forced to block the anchorage. We get in for 2. And they attack with the Mistmores. We needed a good top deck here. We can make a couple blockers, I guess, for what it's worth. It's not how I wanted this to go, though. We will get a draw off of this for what it's worth, but I don't think that's it here. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're starting with this. And I guess we attack with both, get double tokens, and then we +1, I think, is our best bet. And keep Elspeth alive one more turn. Because we can't find lethal this turn. Okay, double map tokens for what it's worth. Trade there, drop to 1. Draw a card. It's honestly not bad. It's honestly not bad at all. Let's go really wide here. Double map token. Plus here. All we have to do is sneak in 1 more point of damage. We only have to chump block one of these guys too. I don't think it matters where we put this, except for the Evangelist. Like, the Flyer's fine. I don't think it really matters here. Another creature on top that we can't attack with? I mean, we want, like a removal spell or something on top, I think. This is it. This would let us draw 1 more card. Again, I think, like, anything to impact their board state right now. They attack with both. They make 4 blockers. We have 5 attackers. Plus, we can give... I don't know, everyone +1. Not that it matters. Okay, so obviously, if we block both, we no longer have lethal. If we block nothing and they draw nothing, we have lethal. If we do double block... 0 ability? I don't think that's it. I think we go no blocks and swing for lethal, right? If we block both, I think we count on them whiffing here. If we block both, the game gets longer and longer, right? We like plus again. Nah, we gotta go for it here. We have an extra attacker off the anchorage too. We gotta hope they don't have anything here. If they do, then they top deck the nuts. Plus we have the anchorage. I almost think they can't beat us from here. I think it's no blocks. Alright, let's see it. Technically you could block with the Evangelist and maybe a token. And then pop out 2 more baby tokens. Maybe that could have been worth it. But we have the anchorage in hand. And we have 3, 4, 5, 6 attackers. Plus a shelter by ghosts. Come on. 6 attackers, 4 blockers. I don't think you can get out of this. Doesn't matter how we do this, I don't think. I think we got him, right? Unless they can gain life somehow? Binding. Okay, where's that going? Sure. 5 attackers, 4 blockers. Lethal. Die, you son of a bitch. Whew! Okay. Well, maybe we could have blocked with the Evangelist. We have to go back and think about that. Because I think we get double tokens. So we'd lose 2 creatures, but then immediately gain 2 creatures. And so net even, but keep the Elspeth. I think that's probably the better play. Okay. Goodness gracious. Destroy evil versus these guys. Oh god, Johnny, do you do anything ever? +1 counter on creature. Probably not, right? Probably terrible card. Probably a terrible card, never run it. Enchantment, Spell Pierce seems good. Do they have activated abilities? I guess a lot, right? This card's pretty good. Okay. Who do we not need? How good is Shelter by Ghosts? It could take their lockdown, which is interesting. Get back a ton of value. Raise the Past. I don't think they have that many destroy effects, right? They do have the sweeper. But if they have Sunfall, we're kind of screwed. It's not that good against Binding. It's good against Get Lost. We'll be on the draw this game. Spell Pierce is good, right? It's pretty much always good, I feel like. I feel like all of our cards are good. Maybe Shelter goes for Destroy Evil? Maybe that's the play. And then who else comes out? I don't know about Raise the Past. They just don't have that many sweepers, right? If they lock down, it's useless. 3 more cards to cut. Maybe the Kieran? It does save some interesting things. Gosh. I mean, Mockingbird's kind of weird in general, right? Of all the cards to cut, maybe this is one of the cards to cut. We still have a lot of 1-drops. Bunnycorn hits hard. How many lands? Yeah, this is okay, right? Cut the Mockingbird? Sure. Alright, this is what's happening. I'm not sure. Pretty hype game 1, though. Huh. Okay, here we go. 1 lander. On the draw. Probably not, right? We have to mulligan this, sadly. Oh, God. Probably cannot keep this. Unacceptable, I think. To the button, click. Click again. 3 lander. Sure. Keep this. Do we keep the stock up is the question. Turn 1, Secret Coast. Turn 2, Warden and tap everything. Turn 3, stock up, maybe. I mean, it's slow. Something like this could be okay. Otherwise, you go crazy with the Warden, but let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we don't even have 6 permanents. Okay, here we go. I feel like not really the aggressive hand we want. Card's okay. Not as impactful in multiples. I think it is tap land here into stock up. I don't know how we're going to win this long game. We could attack the next land. No, we got really nothing to do. I think we're just doing this. I think Bunnycorn's good. I think we'll keep it. I think we'll still stock up next turn, though. It's kind of weird. Alright, well, they turn on the double white. Must be nice. You're all set up to lockdown and or, you know, Sunfall or whatever here. I think we attack and stock up and not over deploy. Okay, damage in, load up. Spell Pierce I think is going to be nice. Lauren seems essential, right? We'll skip the land for now. We'll figure that out later. I think both these seem essential. Spell Pierce for the sweeper and Lauren for everything else. There's the Beanstalk. I think you have to kill that with Lauren. I think there's really no choice. Yeah. Oof. Alright, that feels like game, right? Are we really going to beat double Beanstalk? If we could be truly Flash Go, what are we going to do against that, right? What does it take to win into double Beanstalk? A lot of pressure with Spell Pierce, I think, could do it. I don't even know that it's worth trying to go after Beanstalk at this point. I think we've just auto-lost, unless we can put on so much pressure that they just can't win. Like, I think it's Bunnycorn, hold up and Spell Pierce, or like stock up, hit land, hold up and Spell Pierce. I think it's the Bunnycorn here. I think we are so vastly far behind into double Beanstalk that our only out is to just put a lot of pressure and hold Spell Pierce for the sweepers and hope they don't have temporary lockdown, but I think double Beanstalk in the first couple turns is basically game. That was certainly my experience in the qualifier tournaments. Not so fun when an opponent has hit triple Beanstalk in the opening hand that game. That also feels like game. Yeah, that's probably about game there. Okay, no blocks. But we'll get to be on the play next game. We could spit out a ton of permanents here still. We have no way to get through to Zur. We're still not hitting that next land. Technically the Bunnycorn blocks, but I kind of think they just murder it. It's okay if they don't have the sweeper, I guess. They have plenty of mana to just Day of Judgment through a Spell Pierce, though. Even a Sunfall through a Spell Pierce, so it's not good. I think still no blocks. Just very painful to sit through this. Cannot Spell Pierce through that, so it's not great. They don't have a whole lot left, though, to be honest. Let's see what their follow-up is. Another Overlord? Draw 2? Yeah. Okay. Well, can we go back to the pressure plan is the question. Lauren, get back the Warden. Tap everything, get some value. I mean, we can attack the Beanstalks. It's just like, what's the point? I just don't think we can win through double Beanstalk that early. Spell Pierce is now useless. Oh man, it's tough. Maybe the correct answer is just to always kill the Beanstalk, but when you're that far behind, it's tough to stomach. That goes well with the Bunnycorn, assuming they have no more sweepers, right? No bueno. Not a bueno. Elish Norn shuts off triggered abilities of what? Permanents entering. Okay, so no Inspector enter. But that's okay. I almost just want to scoop here. I just don't really see the point in playing this. We had an epic game 1, but this is just not a... Probably not going to be the one for us. Snowy TBs. There's just nothing to do here, right? I think we just scoop. Honestly, I think we just scoop. I think there's no way to get through this, and I don't think it's worth our time. Double Beanstalk is a menace, but we go on to game 3. I'll be on the play this time. Sideboarding, I think, is okay. I like No More Lies. I like Spell Pierce on the play. I like all of our 1-drops. I like the pressure that Kieran could flash in and protect something. The question is, how good is Shelter by Ghosts? Destroy Evil does kill Zur. Elspeth is very expensive. We're just trying to aggro them to death on the play. I feel like Shelter would be better. Just pick off like a random blocker. The Flying Wincon isn't even that good because they often have flying blockers. I think I will keep it. I'm not sure if we run Shelter here or not. I almost don't think we run Stock Up this game. Like, we're just super aggro with Spell Pierce. Like, 1 is maybe fine. Maybe we'll put out 1 and put 1 more Shelter in. If we can Stock Up and hold up and Spell Pierce, maybe we can do that for a turn. But I think we just want to be really aggressive here. Do we cut the other Stock Up? It seems like if we take a turn off, their beanstalks are just better than our stock ups. I think we go full aggro. Elspeth is the only sus card. I could see cutting an Elspeth for a Mockingbird, just to be even more consistent in our game plan. But maybe we'll leave it here. Okay, I mean, I think this is what I'm feeling here. Try to be low to the ground. Elspeth is weird. I don't know if we run Elspeth or not. Alright, on the play. Good opening hand. No one-landers. Play. 4-lander. It's not super aggressive, but I think it will keep it. At least we have the curiosity, which is always good. But we're not punishing them by, like, turn 3, that's for sure. It's not like, creature, spell pierce. It's like, creature, sit here and hope you don't have turn 2 beanstalk? Surveil away a lockdown. That's not a great sign, I'd say, since that's a pretty good card against us. Turn 2 beanstalk. Lovely. There's the shelter. I think you actually have to do that right now. Over the Evangelist pressure. Warden is not very big. And if they lock down, we're sad. But they toss the lockdown. And they don't have to wait yet. I think the card is too good to just let this there. I think we have to risk everything we have just to keep it at bay. Standard is flourishing, for the record. Don't let anyone tell you differently. The next beanstalk. Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, I mean, we have curiosity, and then that's kind of it. I don't know if we play around Day of Judgment. If we play the Evangelist and hold full control, we might be able to sneak them out of Day of Judgment, which could be interesting. We could also just hold the Tidebender here, which is actually also quite good. I think that's probably the best play. Hold the Tidebender and the Curiosity. Then we don't even need to hold full control. I think they'll be Beza. Okay. And we could definitely counter the activated ability. All that would do is cause them not to gain the life. We don't have a way through this thing, though. Literally all they get is life here. I think I'd rather flash than the cat. I don't know how we're going to win. That's a pretty bad hit for us, I think. I think you just give him the life and find a better target for the Tidebender. I mean, it sucks that that's all they get. Flash Cat is on the battlefield. We have no way through yet. That is huge. It is a way through. And we pretend to hold up in counterspell. I think the double ward is better. So they can't ride Enju so easily. Okay. We're pushing. We're on the play. Be on the play. Let's go. Draw 2. Into the counterspell. Come on. Do the thing. Bunnycorn? Land. Tidebender could flash in and take like a Mistmore's blocker. I think that's more important than anything else. In Tidebender we trust. Let's see if they're cocky enough to go for a sweeper into 3 open mana. Activated when it enters. Triggered ability. Okay. Artifact, creature, planeswalker. Okay, I think we get that, right? Triggered ability when it enters. I don't use Tidebender very often. I think this works. Others are going to be sad, but I think this works. Goes on the stack. Tidebend? Rates? 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 Yes? Submit? Yes. Excellent. 10 damage here. It's close to lethal. Draw 3. Let's go. No stick. No rides in hand. Drop to 2. Draw 3 cards. Give me a counterspell. Come on, baby. Siren? The Drowner does sneak through for lethal. Okay. Is there anything else worth deploying here? If they sweep, they get back a Beza and they gain life. I think we do not deploy anything else here. The Beza sucks, but there's nothing we can do about that. I think you just hold open the Drowner and hope that's enough. Evangelist does leave behind a blocker. An attacker, rather. I think that is actually worth playing. Unless it's Sunfall. Otherwise, you get a random 1/1 flyer. So I think we play you into Day of Judgment. And then otherwise, just hold open the Drowner. Land. Another lockdown. Okay. That does not... That gives them back the Beza, sadly. Which gets them life. 3 mana open. We can still tap down the Beza. They get back 2 blockers, though. And a Beanstalk. Christ. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think we tap down the Beza. For what it's worth. Land. Attack all button. Figure out what to do after that. Let's see where the blocks go. I mean, they're forced to block 6 points of damage. Unless they have something else. If they don't block the big boys, that implies a Ride's End in hand. Or like a Get Lost or something. We hit for 5 here. Okay. Draw 2. Nothing else to be done. Opponent drops to 1. Oh, that's so interesting. Lauren kills the lockdown, which gets back all the shelters. And we have a Spell Pierce in hand. I mean, feels like we wait on the Lauren for sure. And I don't think we shuffle away the Flood Pits either. We leave as many attackers as we can, I think. Keep everything else in hand. Yeah, I think so. Your move, dude. Another Beza. That is interesting. We do not have a thing for that. They go up to 5 life. With 3 mana open, including the treasure. But we have the Spell Pierce here, so we're pretty happy about that. So Lauren of the Third Bath gets back double shelter, right? Take 2 creatures. It feels like about game. Plus we have the Spell Pierce in there. Take the lockdown. We have Spell Pierce, so we should be fine no matter what here. They scoop. Yeah. Let's go. Azorius Flash. Hot damn. Rank 400 Mythic. Great game. Okay, let's talk about what I learned. Because, first off, I've just switched to best of 3. I mean, I'm liking it. It is fun and new for me, so I'll probably keep playing it. But I do have more to learn. I'm not as comfortable about which hands to mulligan. And even sideboarding in a suspect, you know, it took me some time to figure out. But this deck definitely did better than I thought. I don't know about the Ajani in the sideboard. I refuse to sub it in. I don't know when I think I'd want that. I think you want that for the random -3 double strike out of nowhere. Yeah, that's what it is. It's the bunny corn kill. You go like turn 1, you know, Inspector, turn 2, Inspector, Inspector, turn 3, bunny corn, turn 4, play the Ajani, give bunny corn flying and double strike, just like kill him out of nowhere. Maybe we could have put that in some of these games. I don't know. Flash gets interesting. Stockboy is interesting because I felt like certainly in the Zur matchup, felt like if we were going to stock up, we were so far behind. Like, our single stock up compared to their infinite beanstalks did not seem like the way to go. So we cut him in the last game to go for aggro. Curiosity is huge. Like, I almost think you want more of this card because it's a thing that lets you put on pressure and draw, whereas stock up is only draw and you take off the pressure, which is not where you really want it to be in that matchup in particular. I don't even remember what the first matchup was. I actually have no recollection of it. I was so zoned out. Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. The Drowner was very good at sneaking through the last bits of lethal. Kieran, we didn't really get to see pop off today. Similar way to keep on pressure and like keep drawing cards. Also good counterplay around a sweeper. If we had had like a Kieran and a Drowner in hand, even if through Day of Judgment we could have reloaded the board quite a bit, which would have been cool. Spell Pierce, I felt like was critical to have around, though it certainly sucks when they get double Beanstalk under it. And yeah, Warden was sweet. We ended up cutting the Mockingbird. I don't know if this was correct or not. We already had a lot of 1-drops. Elspeth is interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. Yeah, if you enjoyed watching today's video, you can leave a like, leave a comment, leave a subscribe. Memberships, I'm going to be on the membership grind this week. I got a lot of membership stuff to catch up with, so I'll be on that. As always, have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.